Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cloudy Sheep and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 in the Return of the Russian Revolution. We are of course playing Russia and we are in war against the Allies. Over here we are trying to capture Newfoundland. We've landed a couple of our guys over here, but the Americans actually, the American National Guard divisions here, which have apparently been loaned to the Allies because the US so far is not a formal member of the war. But it is sending volunteers to Canada and New Zealand, so these guys are over here defending this little island of Newfoundland, or this little peninsula, which doesn't include the main port. However, our guys are now there. I've set up this carrier strike group, the fourth over here, and what we'll do with this guy is we will try to send you... Can I send you over here, please? Right, so can you please... hold. Just hold, please. Repair now, never repair. No, all of this is fine. Hold. Alright, so anyway, what I did over here is I did set up one group of Hawker Ospreys over here, which we carried over from the UK. When we conquered the UK, we found a group of these guys, I think about 60 bombers. And these guys we'll send over to bomb Eastern Canada, maybe help out a little bit over here. Once we do that, we can then start an attack on the US. Over here in the east we are still preparing against Japan, and something that I would like to do over here is grab a couple of these jet fighters and send them out over the home islands. Maybe a couple of these normal fighters as well. And in fact about half of you guys. Okay, so... oh, most of you are actually standing by. Let's get you over the Japanese home islands. Likewise, these jet fighters we'll send over their home islands, and that should hopefully allow us to do a couple of things over there. We'll also just send them on air superiority, meaning that we have quite a number of planes over here now that are active. I think I can also establish one more group of jet fighters over here, so let's say 400 jet fighters. Your job is going to be over the home islands during the day, just on air superiority, so we'll try to get people over here to yeah, but our coverage is so bad. Just 5% efficiency because all of our people have such a pitiful range. We can't just cover the northern bit over here, the southern bit over here. These guys are barely able to touch that, so midterm we'll have to develop a little bit better systems there, but for now it's fine. Down here we seem to be doing okay. You guys are just preparing to launch a couple of invasions down here in the Southeast Asian theater. These guys for now are not able to do anything. Primarily because most of our naval assets are up here, and these naval invasions would require a little bit more coverage in that regard. Our research is going fine. Elite forces, yeah, all of that is good. In the midterm I'd like to propose a little bit more activities against the US. You guys, can you come up over there, do close air support during the day, and that should be alright. Very good. So here we go, 7 divisions. You guys are not perfectly fine in terms of our strength, but I think we should try to make an attack over here. We can only bring in 4 divisions, and we are roughly on par in damage to what they are doing. No, in fact, more divisions are joining, so that's good to see. Yeah, 6 against 4. They are doing a little bit better on a per unit basis, but all in all I think we are doing a little bit better in terms of all of our units. And of course our units are losing organization very quickly over here. But that doesn't necessarily need to be bad if we can channel in more divisions than they can. But no, it doesn't seem to be working that way. Seems like they are very tough not to crack. Unassigned divisions, that's interesting. So you guys, I think you're all both part of this 5th army over here. So let's send you over here. Yeah, you're part of this. do walk over there, please? Thank you. Events or decision timeout. We are still a little bit troubled by this evasion crisis. That does cause us to be more and more communist, so actually going away from our achievements already. So that is a bit troublesome. Naval battle over here. Do you do any damage? Just a tiny amount. You guys are still not doing quite as well as I would have hoped. Can you send you over here, blockade you? Blockade this port? I think that might be a little bit nicer. More enemy fighters. New Guinea is potentially suffering a naval attack. What's going on over here? Destroyers. That's the third carrier fleet. You're fine though. Not sure why you're not anywhere where I would like you to be though. I mean, you do have a patrol order. Why are you not traveling? Are you weirdly bugged out? Seems to be like that. Anyway, okay, let's tell you to hold. Let's tell you to come up over here. Let's tell you to patrol over here, and here. I hope you're traveling now. Are you? You seem to be. More unassigned divisions, so yeah, I think you guys are the founding block of a new army, and that is actually probably the 10th. Right, so let's set you up, 10th army. And I guess we'll send you to the main front. You'll actually be part of that. Very good. And you know what? You guys can train up a little. Good. How do things look over here? We are being attacked, but I think it's going to be alright. Can we continue this attack? Maybe without you and without you. Just 6 divisions. 4 divisions actually. Not entirely sure why we're not out damaging them. What's the... I mean, the terrain is bad for us, but other than that, I think things should be alright. And of course we should actually send at least 1 more division in here, so that we are doing more damage as we go along. But they are still... I mean, they are not taking as much damage as I would love to see. We're doing 138 attack. It seems to be balanced, but we are losing organizations so much quicker. So much quicker. On the other hand, are we reducing... I mean, if we just got one of their units to retreat. Wouldn't need to be all of them, just one of them to retreat, and then they would probably collapse. But it doesn't help that this is always progressing a little bit better. Just one should give up, and then we could do... I mean, then they would spiral out of control. Just one needs to lose. Just give up, please. We'll just continue to send in people over here. Just into the meat grinder. I think we'll have to push through. Come on. You guys have the highest organization. There we go. Finally. Finally. Who's got the best organization? You have. How much trouble did that mean to you? Can we get the combat Newfoundland? We lost 10,000 manpower at the very least. Or is that what we contributed? We lost a lot of stuff. 10,000 men lost. Yeah, but they lost 50,000, so that's alright. The time before we lost 3-1, so yeah, happy. I mean, we got the area, so that's the most important bit. That actually means we can use our 4th carrier fleet over here and get you to go back up to 56, I think. No, 66, that's what all the other guys have. So That's your limit over here. And you know what? We'll send this guy to be 16 after all. And that means that we can pick this carrier fleet and rebase it to... Do we have any decent naval base over here? Yeah, Mumbai. You're gonna be based in Bombay, and your job is going to be to patrol the Arabian Sea and actually the Red Sea. And that should give us enough organization overview to attack these areas of the UK over here. And that means the second carrier fleet over here does a fine job, I think, in patrolling all of these areas. Second and first are actually over here, so yeah, 2 carrier groups really should be enough. And you're getting over there, so that's lovely to see. And that probably means I can grab you guys over here. You can all come up over here to Newfoundland, please. And this doesn't need to be a job anymore. Are you coming? Yeah, you are. That's good to see. Anyone else who we would like to come over? Well, I think after all, the first tank army over here, you should come up over there as well. I can send you over here. Also, we got our first airbase. That's very lovely to see. That means, of course, we will establish an air wing over here, which we will let to be normal fighters, I think, because we should have a couple of these around. There, yeah, about 3,000. So yeah, let's say 400, which I realize is not enough, is a little bit too much actually, for this airbase, but that will come, that will be okay very soon. So here we go. More naval bases, very lovely to see. Let's briefly have a look at construction and prioritize the damage done to this area, so that you guys can recover a little bit quicker. Can you actually come over here? No, you cannot. So we'll set a naval invasion order for you to do this. And you can directly go ahead with that in 3 days. That should be alright. How does the air war over Japan look? So they have 405 planes. Our average mission efficiency has gone up a little bit. We lost 44 fighters, they lost 40. That's a brilliant ratio. I think they're mostly using all of these old fighters. So that's very, very good. Excellent. Love to see that. Right, that to me means what we can now do is take a look at these guys over here. 120 strategic bombers, 20 of these are our new ones. About 100 are the ones that we captured from the UK and that were from Soviet reserves. So we'll send these guys over the Japanese home islands on a strategic bombing daylight mission. And that should hopefully reduce the Japanese ability to wage war at least a little bit. Sinking convoys here, feeling very good about that. Likewise, there doesn't even seem to be that much damage to us. So yeah, very happy about that result. What's this? More convoys. Nothing over here. But yeah, we are still engaging some units over there, so that I think is alright. How does it look for you guys? Are you actually... Sorry, you guys? We lack enough know-how. Why is that? Where's our 4th carrier fleet? Oh, in the Mediterranean, still transiting. That's alright then. Oh, and we're missing resources. Oil. How come we're missing so much oil all of the sudden? I'm a little irritated by that. Let's so that's 1. So need about 3 times 8 units. It's a little bit irritating. Colombia, Greater Hungary. Oh, you don't have that much. Yeah, so let's use this from Hungary. Sorry, from Venezuela. That should be alright. Could be due to our production of light cruisers and convoys, By the way, I collapsed the overview over here just a little bit because I think that's a little bit more easy to see this way. Yeah, and all of these convoys will be soon gone. So yeah, alright, naval results down here. Yeah, still more naval stuff down, that's good to see. I think what we can do in terms of production is we are still, I think, producing quite a number of naval bombers. 30. I think we could reduce that to 25 maybe. And how do our stockpiles look? Jet fighters are good, carrier fighters are good, naval carrier bombers. I think that's a little bit too many, 35 should do. All of that goes to medium tanks, that's alright for now. This is a lot of motorized stuff. Probably can dial down a little bit on that. And light tanks, I think we can just drop. We are researching. Oh, and so we need more oil because we are producing more medium tanks over here. Is that correct? Yeah, I think so. Without air, the heavy tanks, I think we can also drop these guys. And the light self-propelled artillery, I'm also gonna. No, you know what? You can convert, so that's fine. We'll continue to do that then. 94 days till we get modern armor, so I would really love to see that come about. Because then we don't really need light or medium or heavy tanks anymore. This is just going to be one category that fits pretty much everyone, and that should be alright. So let's have a brief look over Japan, how things are going over here. We didn't lose a bomber, that's nice to see. And we destroyed the first couple of buildings of the enemy, so that's good. I think we are luring out more enemy fighters, which we are shooting down, so that's very good. Although of course we are losing a couple as well, mostly in air battles, which is also a good sign actually. Eastern Canada, enemy has air superiority. Yep, because we have really bad infrastructure, so to say, for that. So we lack sufficient intelligence down there. Can I get the first carrier fleet? And can I tell you to patrol not only the Labrador Sea, but also the Newfoundland Sea? That'd be good, thank you. And that should allow you to go ahead with this invasion. Yeah, you are doing that, that's fantastic. How are things over here? Oh, we are attacking! Lovely, although not quite as good. I thought these areas would be undefended. They are not. They are really not. We are not there. We are not here. We are not equipped to handle that. So, yeah, we'll have to see about that. What did I just research? Oh, I think special forces, right? Yeah, that should be it. Special forces down here. We could do mountain infantry for a little bit more organization, but it's not going to be critical. Could do night vision. That wouldn't be too bad. Anti-tank, I think, would be very good actually. Armor. We are researching medium tanks, so I don't think we need any of these guys anymore. Just go for the best stuff that we can have. All of this is fine. Land doctrine, I think we have researched everything that we potentially could. Naval stuff, everything is fine. We don't need better submarines. Naval doctrine. Maybe these. But then again, no, I don't think so. Everything seems to be fine. We could do... What did I do? This 1950s technology, so really no. Could do tactical bombers, that wouldn't be too bad. Tactical bombers, strategic bombing is not anything that we do. We are researching nuclear reactors, and that time to research 35 days. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead, research this. It's a very short technology, so that's fine. And you guys will fail. Although you have surprisingly a lot of that organization. Still, I would like to cancel these orders if at all possible. Just come back. I don't think you're able to do this. So in fact we might need to pull out our Marines over here and let's have them do this job. You're fine though, so that's good to see. How many strategic bombers are we actually producing? 30. Can we do 50? I'd like my new production to go over here. Light self-propelled artillery. Can't do this from stockpiles anymore. So, you know what? I think that's fine. I think we don't need this anymore. We do have quite a bit of stockpiles, so yeah, let's get rid of this. You're still upgrading infantry equipment. That's interesting. We'll have to have a look at that very soon. So yeah, let's briefly look at infantry equipment number 3. You have surprisingly much stored, even though you claim that you need a lot to be sent for reinforcements. These I will just delete because they're annoying me. Sterling I think is an infantry weapon number 3, so we'll keep that for now. You're exercising. Yeah, you're coming up to be trained, and all of these guys are fine. Right. Oh, what's this? Enemy naval fleet? Interesting. You guys, can you start your naval attacks? Oh, actually a couple of convoys being sunk over here, so that's good to see. Yeah, our convoys are being damaged. Oh no, that's not convoys, that's our Marines over here, who have been landed, so that's good and very nice. Can I delete this order? Thank you. And here we go. The rest of the Marines are landing, and our tank army as well, so that's very nice because that means we can now push into actual Canada. So where do we want to go? Of course there's Quebec with the harbour. We have also New Brunswick Naval Base and Nova Scotia at Halifax. Might be the best ideas, or do we directly want to go to Quebec? Well, let's grab our Marines. We do have, I think, about 13 Marines. Okay, I thought it would be a bit more of an even number. Okay, 6 of you. Your job is going to consist of starting a naval invasion over here and coming down here to Halifax right away. The other 6, your job is going to be to start a naval invasion from over here towards this harbour. Fine. Then you, sir, your job is going to be to start a naval invasion from here towards this connecting land bridge. And then what we'll do is take about 2 of you guys. And your job is going to be a naval invasion from over here. Yeah, that's the last of the harbours that we get. Towards over here. And then we'll add 1 more division to that, just so that there's a little bit more oomph. Right, and this slight spaghetti should allow us to land over here, establish a very good base over there, to then expand into the rest of Canada. That might be nice. Labrador Naval Base, we're not going to touch that for now, but everything else should be fine. Good. Newfoundland, your air base is increasing in size all the time. You could actually house 600 planes, that's nice. Your infrastructure likewise. A couple of your harbours are being upgraded, and we are continuously building more and more infrastructure. Good. Sorry. Infrastructure in the broader sense, that is military factories. Down here, I think we'll need to do a little bit more to attack these areas. Probably peel down our Marines over here once we get them to be slightly better positioned. And you know what, you guys I'll send up over here towards... Yeah, let's send you to Stalingrad itself, because why not? And then what we can do is the guys that we are training, you'll be positioned in Stalingrad, and that should be alright. Yeah, fantastic. Very good. So, Second Army, where are you? Over here in Bordeaux? Yeah, that's alright. 5th Army. I think you could come over here as well. Let's get you there. 6 army marines, you're engaged, nice army, you're guarding this border. Don't think you strictly need to, but it's fine at least. And 10th army, you are transferring. Good. Excellent. And you know what, 10th army needs another color so we don't confuse them with the 5th army. How about pink? There we go. Or burgundy, or whatever you want to call it. Excellent. Let's briefly check this stuff over here. 25 convoys, 12 convoys, 3 convoys. These guys are really working wonders. Yeah, I very much like what our cruisers are doing. These guys over here are not the most effective, but still, I think that's alright. Doing all in all a good job. And everything here should be alright as well. Oh, Ardennes is actually the capital of the UK for now. Yeah, we still need to push down here. And maybe threaten South Africa, because the Italians are really not gonna make it. How about you guys? You have set to sea, so I think very soon you'll be attacking, right? No. Why not? We should have enough capability to look everywhere. Ooh, except here. Can the 3rd carrier fleet cover more areas? I don't think so. So yeah, we'll have to wait a little bit, but that's gonna be alright, especially once our marines get freed up. I think everything should be looking very dandy. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and to see you guys next time. Bye bye.